Well, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is Ray Dolan live coming to you at 12 o'clock with our show, the 12 Bong Show, in association with Cash, K-A-S-H Beauty, which launched here in the town of Mullingar this morning at the Gravel Arms with a huge furore. Local business as well, which is great to see from Mullingar in Mullingar, made in Mullingar. So let's start off with our 12 bongs. Bong, 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 bong. And yes, we have Jason. He's been learning the 12 bongs since he was with us last. Jason, give us 4 bongs, please.
Bong, 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 bong.
Absolutely legend, ladies and gentlemen. And I just want to change something around here because the back door is open. See if everything didn't break. We're back to you folks. Yes. Oh, Jason is there. I beg your pardon. Okay, yes. 4 more bongs. Bong, 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 bong. Yes, indeed, we are coming live, and it's an absolute magnificent day here in Mullingar. As you can see from the blue skies, we had to have the doors open earlier on to let the air in. Isn't it great? Summer is here at last. Right, our shout outs starting off with our shout outs for our birthday shout outs, ladies and gentlemen. We have Bernie Murtha. Bernie Murtha is a legend from Atboy, and she works in Cozy Farms. And a big shout out to you on your birthday. And who else have we got? We've got Anita Kennedy, and she's in she's in Kinnegad, she's in Delvin. Hello to you. And Maureen Leahy, Donna, and she is in Manchester. Big shout out to you on your birthday. And Glenn Murray, who's in Beliver, which is that way. Hello to you on your birthday. And Dorothy Mullen here in Mullingar. Dorothy, happy birthday to you. Mac Shari is there as well. Yelsa, Y-E-L-S-U, Yelsu, that's in Mullingar, so big shout out to you. And Ollie Crum is there as well. Happy birthday to you, Ollie. And Emmett Fox is in Delvin. Big shout out to you, to all the Foxes in Delvin. And Ailish McCormick in Delvin as well. It's your birthday. Sinead O'Brien is in Linkslip. Happy birthday to you. And Carmel Wallace Lally, she's in Mullingar, and it's your birthday. And Helen M-O-L-O Maloney, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear friends. Happy birthday to you. Don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to join us on board the bus to tell your story or promote your business, PM us here on this channel. More information for you. Mullingar Harriers giving away €20,000 tomorrow. Not today, not Friday, tomorrow, the 17th. They're giving away €20,000. If you have not bought your ticket for €50 yet, you are still in with a chance. Go to their Facebook page and you will see the link to do that. Hello to you, Tony Hoy is looking in from Sydney. Let me see, Downs GAA Lotto, 707,400 is given away on Monday. So if you're in, you can't win. Or if you're in, you must win. If you don't get in, you can't win. There you are. And as well as that, who else is in there? Multifarnham GAA Lotto is €9,300 given away on Sunday. So check that one out as well. You can win this money from no matter where you are in the world. Green Air in Lochshever Park, Unit 5, I think. I could be wrong. And the boys are in there, and the number is 087 216 3786. It's green bikes to have. Assisted bikes. These are top of the range bikes with the Michuno gears on the right hand side, but the electronics are on the left hand side, and then there's the electronics and down the middle of it, and they're absolutely amazing. We've done a few demos already. Hopefully, no, I don't know how last week went, but hopefully they might give me the loan of another bike to tip around here on the sunny weekend. You never know. We'll go and ask them later on. If you want to get a bike or have a demonstration, go over and have a chat with Ken. Who else is there? Kieran and Alan and Derek. There are 4 lads over there, so if you go over, you're bound to chat to one of them at least. Collinstown Farmers Market is running on Sunday once again, and they're going 1 year. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Collinstown Farmers Market, on 11 o'clock on Sunday. Happy birthday to you. And they are running a competition, so when you go to the Collinstown Market at 11 o'clock ish, you can enter the competition. You can buy a ticket and you can win a prize of everything. So all the people who have got their stalls are putting it all into one big basket, and there's going to be a big winner there on Sunday of all the products. So fair play to you guys in Collinstown Market. You're doing a fantastic job. Our food competition shout out winner today is the Greville Arms. Hello to you guys, and looking forward to having the dinner there later. And our Facebook recommendation is the Flackyole. That's the Flackyole Festival, which is in Sligo at the moment. And great stories and great music. Check out their page. It's worth looking in and checking in with our culture. Shop Local Pick of the Day is in Belvedere at 6 o'clock, ladies and gentlemen. They have the unusual plant fair. That's right. And it's going to be a great plant fair in Belvedere House and Gardens and Park and all that, and go on out there, check it out. It's going to be right beside the wall. Some pictures up already. And a big shout out to Carmen Kennedy, who watches the show regularly, and it's her birthday tomorrow. Happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you, happy birthday dear Carmen in London, happy birthday to you. And as well as that, we would like to thank our ladies who introduced the show. They're from Ashcroft Park in Raharney, and that's Anne and Tess. And actually, we done the bowl thing. Really, they were practicing, and we recorded it before when they were practicing, and we put that one up. So I think they enjoy the crack anyway. So fair play to these girls. Once again, folks, it's great to be on board. We'd like to thank everyone who joined us this week. We had a whole pile of lads on, and a load of people who introduced the show, including Jim Callery from Strokestown Park. We had Ken Smullen from The Food Appeal. We had Julia Smith from Hello Westmeath, how are you? And we had Angela Durkin from Granard Butter Market. And who else do we have? We had Claire and Stephen as well, and they introduced the show from Granard Butter Market as well. So that was last week. So once again, we have our special guest on board, Loaf of Bread GAA podcast, Jason Keelan. Oops, a daisy. Yes. Oh, well, there we are. Jason, how are you?
Not too bad, Ray. How are things?
Great to have you on board again, and you got the logos, you got the merchandise out now. Tell us what has happened with Loaf of Bread GAA podcast since we met last.
Yeah, so since last February, the kind of small plan that I had has kind of exploded. So the second season of the podcast started a couple of weeks ago, and it's the first ever GAA Global podcast. So there are more than 70 GAA clubs from all continents. So their story, tell us the crack, tell us all about been playing the GAA abroad. I've had players from South Africa, I've had players from Patagonia in the south of South America, basically, all the way across to the smallest GAA club in the South Wales, and all the way up to the North Pole, to Luleå Gales in the North Pole. So I've sent some amazing stories that you wouldn't get unless you got in touch. Zara, who is a relation of Con and Keelan O'Callaghan, the Dublin footballers, is also really kind of...
Brilliant. You've written a few books as well since February last, is that right?
Yeah, I wrote 2 history books for 5th and 6th class schools around Ireland with CJ Fallon, the book company in Dublin. So hopefully some of the schools around the Midlands might invest in them. I did write them myself. I do think they're very good. They've brought kind of history to a bit more of a modern kind of feel. So it's not, even though it has the things you'd expect in a 5th and 6th class kind of book, there's some different history that's never been studied before in Irish schools. So
you're a teacher by trade, yeah?
Yeah, I am.
And what do you teach is your trade? Which one?
Primary school.
And so everything is going from not contact you, but check you out on...
Yep.
Go on, tell me more.
Twitter, Snapchat, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Snapchat, TikTok, email as well. So to the link tree, which is basically all of the email there as well for anyone who wants to get in touch. Which has happened more lately. I actually got a very special guest actually coming on halfway through this series. Which I haven't really announced anyone yet, but I suppose I might as well, exclusive for Ray, I suppose.
Thank you.
The 33rd episode of this season, which will be out in October, November, it's not been recorded yet, but the special guest is a man who's played GAA abroad in Canada and Oxford, but he's probably more from The Chase. He's one of the chasers in the UK on ITV. But Dara is the registrar with Era Og GA in Oxford. A friend of his got in touch with me and suggested I should ask him, and 10 minutes later I was on WhatsApp with Dara. So Dara broke the record for an audience on a TV quiz show in the UK with his first appearance on The Chase, when he was a contestant in 2016 or 17. And he was so good they invited him back, so he's one of the famous Chase gang now.
The beauty of all this is these people can be contacted, and fair enough if you put it's like all the social media that's out there, but fair enough, you can send a message to a lad, say, how are you, how's it going? And as well as that, when they start speaking to you, there's a certain ease to the whole thing, and everything starts to flow. And then guys say, oh jeez, we'll have to do this, So I think you're on a winner the whole way, like.
Clubs, anyone who's Spotify, YouTube, anywhere basically, the trailer kind of suggested there was a message to 10 clubs around the world, and word spread. It's now, I think it's 71 or 72. The clubs come on, I kind of promote it as different to a lot of the GA podcasts that are out there. A lot of them that are out there are fantastic, like Off the Ball are brilliant, and I love the new one with Andy Moore and Paddy Andrews. They're all fantastic, but who love the 90s and love the crack and bringing tea and sandwiches to a game, they're the kind of memories and stuff that I want to get out of these people. I don't want, debates about the championship and whether we should have a knockout or not. I don't want any of that. So
the crack.
Yeah, the crack basically.
And basically what we do in general is chat.
Yeah.
And that's the way. So look, once again, thanks for being on with us, Jason. You're heading on your holidays at the moment. You've got the car packed, and geez, we're very lucky to just get in contact with you. Where are you heading off to?
Can I give a big shout out, sorry, before I finish, to Chris and the guys at KC Sports in town, because they were very good to me to promote it as well and give me this as a starting kind of package for me to something to wear for myself, I suppose. So I have to give a shout out to them. Excellent.
Well, you better wear that now on your trip around the countryside and promote. Once again, the name of it is
Loaf for Bread GA podcast.
And that's the man behind it, ladies and gentlemen. So once again, thanks Jason for being on board, cutting on and off. So hopefully it will fix itself when we stop. But once again, folks, thanks for being, as I say, apart from the sun. But once again, thank you for being on board. We're going to be chatting to you later on and singing for you maybe one or two songs this evening around 5 o'clock. So I'll just say a quick hello to anyone who's looking in here. And we can just a lot of people looking in here, a lot of people leaving messages. Okay, who have we got? We've got Colette looking in from France. Hello to you. And Tony Hoy's watching in there from Australia, down under. Tony, give us a shout. We'll have a chat with you someday if you want. Margaret Turd is